ってきたら効果ありか。
あれ、なんか急に前が見えない。変な声も聞こえるし。
クリエイターのイカれた思考をたどることはともすれば我々の感覚や認知にも影響を及ぼす。無理はするな。体に何か異常を感じたらすぐに言え。鑑定士さん。
Okay, there we go. I could not see chat on the PC because I cannot change my screen settings in this part. I didn't think of that before, but now I have both chats open on my phone. So I should be able to read you guys with some delay, obviously, but I should be able to read you now. I was feeling a little bit bored, and since I've been trying this game, I thought, why not stream it a little bit, see what's going on, and then we go to Phoenix Wright at 4 at the regular time. I don't know if I will be commenting or talking too much, but I will I'll try to read as much of the chat as I can. Maybe I should change the YouTube title. There. Oops, I was not paying attention. I'm also under level for this area. Nah, it's fine. Gacha games are not really challenging. Like this character is level 2, and as long as I don't take damage, it's gonna be fine. Like, I'm doing 10 damage at a time, and it's still taking a lot of damage. Times like this make me appreciate Elden Ring even more. Honestly, I had no intention originally to try this game, but when I heard that this game it's trying to be as fun as possible while being as grindless as possible, I thought, okay, I may give it a shot. If it's not grindy like Wuwa or Genshin, it could be fun. I'm just very exhausted of gacha game grinding artifacts and all that stuff and equipments and whatever. So hopefully this will not be as grindy. But up to now it seems to be just as grindy as those games. Doesn't feel very different. Especially because there is all the usual suspects and you still need to grind for materials, for leveling, and it feels just as grindy. Oh, let me change my chat filtering in YouTube. There we go. Some ball busting now. Do I need to fight those enemies? Yeah, I don't think so. One thing I have to say that this game has, that not many games have, especially in this style of game, is that the starter banner actually gives you a selector. After 50 pull you can pick which S rank character you want. So I was able to pick the one I thought it was the hottest. I was very torn between Haru and Purple Lady. The English name of the character is Hathor, but I think it sounds weird, so I just call her Haru, like it seems like that is her Japanese name. Hello, hello. Hello, Samaki, how you doing? They have Persona music in the game? Oh, really? That's interesting. How you doing, man? I apologize now if I'm a little slow on the chat. I have you guys pulled on my phone, and my phone screen is doing its best, but having both chats sharing half of the screen each it's a little inconvenient. But I wanted to try this setup to see if I can start playing games in full screen, because right now I'm playing games in a reduced screen and sometimes it can get a little annoying. But I had to check out this character, like, look at that. It's so animated, she has so much animation. Looks like she's chewing gum with her ass when she walks. I mean, when just cat walking. I gotta say, characters in this game, like 70% of the characters in this game are so annoying. All the bratty kids are annoying. These two are always arguing. Like that TB thing that works that walks is so annoying. There are so many annoying characters in this freaking game. Yeah, chew that gum. Man, that close-up though. It's not me doing it, I swear it's the game closing up on her ass, not me. Like, I don't have camera control, like you can hear me trying to scroll, I have no camera control, so this is all game decisions. Man, Hathor is so hot. What? Oh, that's so dumb. Oh wow, high pressure situation, huh? So much pressure. Oh no, I'm in so much pressure. Also, I know they are doing this to try to look like intense, but honestly, because of how this thing is working, character is even running at a lower speed than the normal running speed, and it looks so goofy. I'm so tempted to just skip all dialogues. Finally, someone told them to be quiet. Those two annoying brats. Like, seriously? Like, they are trying to make them annoying. I know I'm supposed to follow that thingy, but... Oh, a ballroom. Oh, hello there. That purple... Like, that blonde girl with the purple outfit is so hot. I'm pretty sure that she has the same voice actress as Lisa from Genshin Impact. Who are you? Wait a second. What do you mean? I'm just a dude streaming for a hobby. And hello there, welcome. I'm Sherlock. I make guides for Blue Archive and stream other games from 5 times a week. Today we play Phoenix Wright, but the official stream starts in an hour, so for now I'm just playing NC on a stream. It's the first time I play this game. I was not planning on streaming it, but since I found a little bit of extra time, why not? Yeah, these characters are so annoying. And in the English voice acting was even worse. Like, the Japanese voice acting is good, but these characters are so annoying. And in English, they were annoying and bad. Oh, I get to try the hot one. Huh? Oh. Oh, I should have picked her. Her fighting is so cool. I'm starting to regret not picking her. Look at that. She's so flashy. Hathor feels so dumb with the motorbike and shit. It's like, this shit is so dumb. And by the way, it may feel like I'm hating on the game. I'm not hating on the game. I don't think the game is awful. I'm just being very critical because it's what's happening right now. It's... Oh, let's see what she does for ultimate. Okay, she's like Bayonetta. She's very Bayonetta inspired, I see. Is she a healer maybe? Or just a buffer? I think she just buffs. Yeah. She's a buffer, okay. I still think Hathor is hotter if I had to pick a character. For the hottest one, I think Hathor is the hottest, but when it comes to fighting, I think I like Purple Lady better. Are we sure this is a security system? And she feels more like an assassin. I have been captured? Oh. Darkness will cause your body to freeze. Stay in the lights. Where are the lights? Oh, I see. Can't believe this Phoenix Wright became this. It's just for now, Black Lockhart. It is just for now. Phoenix Wright will start. I can hear Tanaka Ria. Oh. Oh yeah. It's Purple Girl. How are you doing, Black Lockhart? Welcome. I won't be able to watch because I'm going to a concert. Oh, damn. Well, I'm in the booth right now. Well, what concert is it, man? What kind of music do you like? Hey there! Hello, Sarah James. How are you? Sorry guys if I'm a little slow on the chat. I have you pulled up on my phone, so I have a little bit of trouble reading you right now, but I'm doing my best. I'm fine. Nice. Hello MVP Cost, welcome. Shakira. It's Shakira because I'm going, because my friend paid the bus for me to go. I'm not a fan, I see. I finished all my dailies in NT, gonna go to bed. I'm trying NT. Well, hello Josh. I was not planning to try NT, but it's been the talk of the town, yeah. Hello mama, indeed. And look, like, we can do. I love that character. That drunken Lady Tengu is so hot, and she's so funny.
泥棒は捕まらなかったようですね。責任者探しのつもりですか？エビスーズは客人を丁重に扱います。失礼ながらルールを。
How long have you been in streaming?
もはや客ではありません。ルールね。
Yeah, Sumaki, yeah, I have the same theory. Also, them someone clear Fury of Set red on effing auto with dress Michiru. This is dangerous. There is always people that find a way to do stuff like that. How long have I been? How I've been in streaming? It depends. When it comes to Twitch, a few months. In general, a few years.
そんな危険な話がアノマリー管理局の耳に何かの弾みで入ったらレベル5のアノマリーはあの泥棒が持ち込んだ。エビスーズは無関係です。今泥棒って言ったわね。認識が一致してよかった。
It's
ちょいと失礼。これいつまでかかるんだい
understand, but she's really that powerful. Come on now, it's just swimsuit Hime with no cost, with cost Axel. It shouldn't be groundbreaking. That can make auto clear F99. Can you tell me about this game? Okay, this game is a gacha game with GTA and Yakuza elements to it. It's, for now, the combat feels decent. Anyway, Sormate, I'm in traffic jam. I'll catch you later if you're still on. Yes, don't worry, Josh. This is just because I have a little extra time, but I'll be on for the normal time, so don't worry, man. Also, Tanaka Rie voice detected, indeed. But yeah, I mean, the combat, it feels pretty standard, like, feels pretty much like WoW a little bit. It's in between Wuthering Waves and CCC. The character design is fine. I don't know, I think it's fun, even though most of the characters' personalities are very unlikable. I don't like many of the characters' personalities in general.
店までお送りしましょうか。
息が詰まりそうだから遠慮しとくよ。
では、いつかまたご一緒しましょう。
今回みたいな面白い話なら考えてやってもいいよ。またね。またね。
The hardest part of being a streamer? Well, I don't know. I don't consider myself a streamer. I stream because I just feel like it. I think it could be just keeping track of everything, trying to keep track of the chat and being entertaining and playing the game to a decent level, like just trying the multitasking, I could say. There is a lot of multitasking. Rather than gacha game, this feels like a game with gacha in it. No, I think this feels very much like a gacha trying to be something else. This game feels very gacha to me. It doesn't feel like a game with a gacha, it feels pretty much a gacha with a game on it, like every other gacha. Like, the concept is fairly novel, but in all honesty, the game is still not breaking any ground.
じゃあ別行動してる間に何か手がかりでも確かめたいことができたステーリーと依頼されたアノマリーについていい感してるねでも半分だけ正解他人のいざこざなんざ興味ないさただこれだけは覚えときな今後私がいない時に何かあったらステーリーを頼るんだよでもガキどもには言わないでおくれあいつら下手したら全部ステーリーにバラしちまうからね確かめたいことなんとなく分かったあんなに派手に動いていた理由
Yeah.
あれはいつものちょっとした小遣い稼ぎあんたはうちのお宝なんだそんな顔してたら機運が逃げちまうよ
How did you start your streaming journey? I was bored and I thought, why not stream the games I'm playing, see if anyone comes to chat. Let's see after the honeymoon phase. Later, will they back to Tower Fantasy and make the same mistake and die, or they will learn this time? I don't know. Tower Fantasy was ass, honestly. The combat was floaty, characters were ugly, environments were clunky, like, it was a very bad game, Tower Fantasy. Just a little fun fact, earlier in the game, for those that have played this game, earlier in one of the early quests, there are two characters called Otro and Mismo. That's literally Spanish, it's like, they are called another self, basically, it's wordplay. Otro Mismo is another self, and they are twins. That's a little fun fact. So... Man, she's beautiful. RPG quest failed. The Scarlet Letter... Okay. F1, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, we have that. F2. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Pyong, pyong.
Oh, we're one pull short to have another 10.
今日は何をしよう
Let's see. Ultimate energy. Every 1 point of what though? Crit chance is always good. No mail. Player survey? Not now. It will leak information, so I will not do it. Okay, now I can change this into that, and now I can see you properly and don't need to see you on my phone. There we go. It feels so weird to have the game being all small now. Thanks for the follow. Okay, so one thing I need to see is how do I raise my appraisal level? Visit the Hunter Rewards interface to claim your rewards. Hunter Rewards. Where is the interface though? Hunter Reward. Claim. Okay, but how do I raise my appraisal level though? It's supposed to raise every 10. I'm 15, I'm still level 1. At 10, 20, yeah. Why am I still level 1? Do I need to go to the Hunter Association maybe? Where is the Hunter Association? What PC or setup do you use? I built my own PC. I only have one monitor though, so I that's why I cannot play on full screen, but yeah, I built my own PC. There are so many things on the map, it's very cluttered. Anyway, no vanilla unicorn. Vanilla unicorn? What is that? It's the strip club in GTA 5? Oh, I see. I think that this game doesn't feel as much of a GTA. I feel like because of the random events you find on the map, it feels more akin to Yakuza in a way. What's the funniest moment on your stream? I don't know. It's all very spontaneous, so stuff just happens. Many times stuff happens and it's funny when it's funny. But I'm not good at trying to be funny. I just like to go with the flow, I guess. How do I raise my freaking appraisal level? Exploration guide, maybe. CCC UI, yeah. This game feels like a mix between CCC and Genshin, with a touch of Guwa. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Thank you, Josh. Okay, I'm back. So I was saying, I need to figure how to raise my appraisal level because I need to do it to send my characters further. What is your best achievement in this game? I don't think I have any, man. I just started playing. I started playing today. So I couldn't know. Okay, now where is that freaking Hunter Association? Let's see. Maybe here? No. Asumaki, do you know where I rise my my level, my thingy, appraiser level? Because I'm level 15 and I still am appraiser level 1, which shouldn't be the case. Give me 2 seconds. Clearing pool. Take your time, man. Take your time. I'm Hunter level 15, but in theory that should be enough, right? At Hunter level 10, 20, 30, like every 10 you should get 1 level. Because enemies are already like level 38. Okay. But wait, you like so wait. It feels weird though because enemies are already higher level than me. Like I cannot even rise my level. My skill levels. Well, for now, let's buy real estate. Actually, no, I need to go to my coffee shop. Getting level 20 unlocks the quest. Okay, but you have to admit something. It feels a little dumb that that is the case. Especially when you consider that this shit says at Hunter level 10, 20, your appraisal level is increased by 1. I know it says that at level 20 and 40 and 50 you get the breakthrough quest, but it like the breakthrough should be to go from 2 to 3 instead of going from 1 to 2. You know what I mean? Because this and this do not make sense together. Well, let's see. Time to resupply. I know the quest is purple. Oh no, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not doubting what you're saying. I trust that what you're saying is completely accurate. I just find that it's stupid that it works like that. Does that make sense? Oh, interesting. I can exchange my funds for this stuff. Hello there, Wing Gundam. How you doing? How you doing? How's NTE faring for you? I think the game, for now, it's pretty mediocre. It feels very like a very regular gacha. It's been a while, man. How have you been? Wait, where is the real estate shop? I want to buy more businesses. Be right back, take your time. Enjoy your lunch, Asumaki. And don't worry, I have my finger in the bun. The inner Yakuza is calling? Yeah. It's true. It's my inner Yakuza telling me to buy more real estate. I need to buy real estate. Aside from real life, it's been well. A little bum, I forgot to collect my BA dailies before the reset. Oh well, that happens, man, that happens. I hope the music doesn't get me in trouble for the copyright. But I'm glad that you're doing fine. I hope that the real staff life also gets better. True, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, exactly. I managed to brake right before colliding with that bus. And I left my vehicle in the middle of the road so it blocks traffic. How's life faring for you, fam? It's been with a lot of ups and downs, but I'm starting to put my life together again, which is good. I'm in a better place in mind, and I have a direction, something that I have been lacking for a while. I felt like I have been lacking direction. So I'd say that's something. But yeah, still in a little bit of a limbo, but hopefully things will turn around in the near future. It's just the job market, man, is horrible. So I'm trying to get a different qualification and more technical degree skills. Yeah. More technical skills, and that should help me. And now I have a vision and a plan, which is the first step. I hope so too, man. It's rough these days, yeah. Because I cannot pretend to do streaming for a living, like it's not gonna work for me. Unless I get lucky and one day I just blow up, but it's not gonna happen. I enjoy streaming, it's a social space for me, but I have never seen it as a profession. And there is no point deluding me. Can always join Rin in Kiboto's council. Oh man. That's very true. I cannot buy real estate because my management level is not high enough. I feel like I have nothing else to do in the game. Do I have anything else to do in the game? I think not. What am I supposed to do? Maybe this one? The dance pool is always open, my dude. Realistically, that's not gonna happen. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I always find a way, and hopefully this time will not be no different. I just need to have patience, stick to my plan, and everything's gonna be fine. By the way, did you roll Andres, Mishir, and Tsukuyu? I had 2 tickets, that's all the rolling I did, because I have 28k pyroxene, and if I roll, I will screw my chances for the fest. So no rolling for me. So you know the way? Yeah, I know the way. Like honestly, I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but I have always been a pretty resourceful person. So, in the end... Haha, hello little Satsu. Or should I say... Hola. But yeah, I have always been a pretty resourceful person, so... I will be fine. She's wind, right? Anima. Rewind? Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I wish I could turn them around. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I could only do 20 pulls on Michiru and Tsukuyo. A 5? Sorry guys, there was some noise. Let's pray we can get a happy moon. Biker Himari peacefully, yeah. I also want to get Rio. Battlesuit Rio has seen a lot of use lately, man. Her effective damage taken debuff on enemies is so good. I thought it would. I didn't think it would be as strong as it is right now. I'm very surprised. She's really freaking good. Battlesuit Rio, Delete Skyten, yeah. Josh, remember to put a space after. Remember to put a space after a dot, otherwise it will process it as a link. What? Remember, I'm driving in a traffic jam. Yes, don't type. Don't. Just get home peacefully. Yes. What? So she's a must pull. Holy cow! Now I need Rio. I don't know if she's a must pull, but she's very good. I would say that if previously I gave her like an 8, I would say she's an 8.5. She still has... She's not at that tier of, oh my god, you have to get her, but she's very good. Oh, I'm on delivery duty? Damn. Why do I keep getting that thingy? Exploration guide. What is an arc? Oh, this stuff. Well, I don't want to enhance that yet. I have switch. Do I have an arc that is good for her? Incantation damage. Why is all incantation damage? I only have one character that deals that type of damage. I don't play with male characters. Come on, game. What else? You know what? It's fine. It's time for me to go play Phoenix Wright. So, let me get the stuff ready. So we can play Phoenix Wright. Because it's just right that we played. Come on, this is stupid thing. Okay. Okay, that works. And now that. Like this. There. Okay. We were. I'm looking for my notes to know where were we in Phoenix Wright. So we Oh, okay. I remember now. Perfect. Let me change the screen. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. By the way, I have that thing just to keep track of where we were, okay? In terms of chapters and shit, but don't worry. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me exit this game. And let's continue. Okay, so we were in this conversation with Gamshu. Which is... Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. What if Phoenix Wright lost his case? I don't know. But... wait a second. Oh, hey, missed the NT stream. How did you like it? Hello, Bodoka. Honestly, if I have to be 100% honest with you, I feel like NT is pretty mediocre. It doesn't do anything egregious, but it doesn't feel spectacular. It has... So, it has some good stuff, it has some bad stuff. The characters... 80% of the characters are very unlikable, like very freaking unlikable. Like those twins that are always arguing, the brats that are quote unquote your team. There are many unlikable characters. Lacrimosa is probably the only small character in that game that I like. Especially because she has the same, at least it feels like the same voice of Kanna from Dragon Maid. And it sounds freaking cute. Sorry, that's my phone. Oh my god, stupid phone. Okay. But yeah, it's a game. He become Phoenix wrong. The other thing that I didn't like too much is that moving around without the car is extremely sluggish. Like, they really want you to use the vehicles, to the point that even 100-meter distance feels like an eternity. I feel like the default run speed of characters is very slow. Combat is fine, character design is fine, but I don't know, it has some random events that have a little bit of a Yakuza inspiration, like the people harassing someone in the streets or people trying to steal a car and you stop them. It has that GTA system with the warrant that is meh. I don't know, it just felt all very mediocre. I don't hate the game. I will probably play it for another week and see for a week and see how it goes. But right now it's like meh. You know what I mean? Is the game too loud? No, it's my headphones that are too loud. Oh, there we go. The investigation. So, the investigation. How's the investigation going, Detective Gamshu? Volume fine. Hello, BJC. How you doing? How you doing? And by the way, hello, Bodoka. How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here, guys. I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And they are taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at the HQ. What you mean? I don't have the details, Paul. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. Yeah, it lacks the oomph factor. Yeah, it just feels all very bland. Even the combat when you parry, it doesn't have that meatiness, for example, that the Wuwa parry has. And even the Wuwa parry I find to be fairly mediocre in general because it's just hit the circle right. So it's not as satisfying. But I feel like this is less engaging than the Wuwa. When it comes to exploration, is fine. It's not as smooth as Wuwa, but it's a lot better than Genshin. But I don't know, I just don't feel like, oh my god, this game is so revolutionary. I just feel like it's another gacha game. It is truly just another gacha game. What kind of ugly situation are we even looking at here? You got me, I don't know. They are not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What did he mean by that? The letter. About the letter you found. Don't remind me, pal, I'm busting out a gut trying to find the murder weapon. All I find is someone burnt old paper. Be careful, one night should be the best as soon as you find heat, the light. As soon as you hit the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Burnt old letter. Yeah, it was in the incinerator right outside the inner temple. The incinerator? I knew it. I wasn't imagining things. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? If I got it right. I got it right here if you wanna take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal, you can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters stuff. I bet it got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? Burned letter added to the court record. It's gotta be important if mentioned spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good look over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done, pal. Littering is a crime, pal. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't that sword that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, man, it's tiring work, but let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? The metal detector. We have used it in the past. What's this secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You've got to think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Is it the dog? Where's the dog at? Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you wanna give it a scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gamshu or not? Play forensics, obviously. Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. So it's sensitive. You could make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off it. Oh, brother. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector. Okay. This here has been bothering me since the start of the case, and I think we all had these spots already in our minds, guys. Look like there is something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them to catch us detectives. They are real nasty. A trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth are supposed to snag your legs? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those ones. Your finger? There was a bit of cheese and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then BAM! I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Man, Phoenix has been spending too much time with Von Karma because that is a very Von Karma coded train of thought. How about this? What is this? A pen? Hey, I've been looking for that. I've been looking all over for that, pal. Huh? It's yours? Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I qualified as a detective. He told me it'd be good for sticking it in suspect faces. That makes you detective sound really nasty. It's my dream to sticking it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it. This is Mistok's Nim stuff, is it? Scientifically speaking, they are usually made of good. The detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing is made of good, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can see it? It is weird that the thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is the job for the... I knew it. It has a sword hidden inside. The top is coming off! Look what you've done! You've damaged the really important piece of evidence. It's a sword. That's a sword? Inside the staff. Is this... could it be... the murder weapon? Murder weapon. I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealing the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship. It should be craftsmanship, not workmanship. What? The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. Same thing, either works. Okay. I don't think they are synonyms. Workmanship and craftsmanship are distinct terms. I think they are just playing on him being stupid saying workmanship instead of craftsmanship. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gamshu minds work. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Because this is not the murder weapon. Hey Gamshu, who knows about the hidden sword? No one! Even the police didn't know about it until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there is no team in Gamshu. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. So this is not the murder weapon. Then I guess it's not the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely is the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same length as that other sword too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most has been wiped off. Sorry guys, there was an ambulance passing. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm pretty busy right now. I'm a pretty busy guy, right? Right now, you know. You're going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off just for a while? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What? Maya? What this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. There is more evidence and testimony here. The more evidence and testimony here, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya has been... Please, detective. Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You are looking kinda bedridden right there. Okay. Just stop with that face, pal. One thing though. This stuff secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we are finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill stuff. You got it? Okay now, you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry, she'll be fine. Gumshoe? You know, there is a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure. Thanks. Victim staff has a sword hidden inside. No one knows about this except me and Detective Gumshoe. I can't help but wonder though, what was Elise Dog's name doing with a stuff like this in the first place? Okay, now we got this. Let's be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. You must channel her spirit. Leave everything to her. Up to her. Her name is. She's our only ally, I guess. The whole picture, I guess. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is something, burn the letter. Also make sure to not, I imagine, says also make sure to not tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay, 2000% that Bikini is the freaking murderer. Bikini is the freaking murderer. Like, how could she not be? I'm checking if anything has changed. Oh. Now that I think of it, Edgeworth mentioned something about her. He probably knows about Dahlia. Should we... Let's show him the profile of Dahlia and see what he says. Hey Edgeworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. Oh, I'm not doing the voice for Edgeworth. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files. I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler. Right, I must just know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yeah, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth, please. Okay. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my experience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Folles, right? You know about the case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. 1 second, I need to drink water. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Folles conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. I just realized his name is a pun. Terry Folles. Terry Falls. Oh. That's a good catch, BJC. That's a good catch. I had the feeling that there was a pun in there, but I could not put my finger in it. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Also kinda like Waterfall, but that's a stretch. My mind was more on the direction of Terry Ball, like something bad. Terry Fall, Terry Ball. But her sister? Well, her stepsister actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Folles died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected to with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Dahlia's dead. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Oh, I see. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. Oh, at the time, Dahlia, it was like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that is a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone's dead, there is no way to revive them. There is no way to revive the dead. I wonder. It seems that you're not aware of the other connection yet, Edgeworth. What is that? It's about Iris. It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique. Did you say Kurain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? It was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of the channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth? Go to the police records. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday, and then you'll see that the Kurain channeling technique is real. Okay. So, let's read this again, because I feel like a lot of holes. Be careful out... I imagine it says, be careful out there. Out there. Once the night falls, she should be there. Like, referring to the Elise. Or be careful to not be seen, maybe. Once night falls, Elise should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. Leave everything up to her. I'm guessing that channel her is Dahlia. Her name is Dahlia. She's our ally. Got some stuff to do, so I can't be around for the whole stream. Might come back later. Hope to see you back later, Bodoka. Good luck with your stuff. And thanks for joining us. You can leave the stream open in the background if you don't mind. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is done or over, once this is over probably, burn the letter. Also make sure to not tell anyone about this letter. I'm just filling the gaps with what I think logically would be in there. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. Bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay, so here is my guess. Morgan Fay sent this letter to Bikini. She asked Bikini to channel Dahlia to kill Mia. I mean Misty. And what? And this is not Iris. This is Bikini channeling Dahlia. But because they are twins, Larry thought this was Iris, but this is Bikini channeling Dahlia. That is my guess. Executed last month, huh? Okay. Let's see if Iris is done. Oh, can we open the locks now, maybe? The night of the crime. I think it's about time you told me the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hasakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes. Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder, and that is Bikini. That has to be Bikini. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hasakura temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. And you two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I couldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I could have left at about 9:40 p.m. I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Huh? Now, you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. What? No, it's... Wait. I guess it's her testimony, right? Wait. What was the time at which we meet her? Let's use her testimony. You testified yourself to the contrary, don't you remember? You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang the bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright? We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right, I remember. And that brings up to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in two different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I managed to prove two things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, the exact same time you were ringing the bell at Hasakura Temple. There is only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. Hello, Lakiafan. How you doing? Welcome. Well, the obvious here is there were two of you, because congrats on beating Yakuza. Thank you. I don't know if you watched the VOD. Overall thoughts on the game? I think the game is very good. The combat is serviceable, but it's a little bit janky. The main story is amazing. The freaking main story is amazing. The real estate is a little bit of a slug, especially the Goro side of the real estate is a little bit sluggish. Haven't watched it yet. Being too preoccupied with other things? Oh man, you should watch the last few episodes of the Yakuza series because it was a banger, man. And if I had to rank the game, I would say the game overall is a 9 out of 10. Even with all the flaws it has, it's an amazing game and I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's very good. It's very freaking good. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy, how could that be? There is only one of me, it's impossible.
Impossible, I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
You're seriously trying to suggest there is more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me how that...
Okay, and now it's Dolly. Also, who do you like more, Majima or Kiryu? That's a hard question. That's a really hard question. Because I feel that because of how Majima is presented in the game, he feels more real, as more of a real character. Kiryu is too much of a saint for a Yakuza, and it has very little moral ambiguity. Goru is a more complex character with more moral ambiguity, and he feels more like a Yakuza that just doesn't want to kill. So I think that it's easier to like Majima better because he's a more interesting character, but when it comes to fighting, I like fighting more using Kiryu than I like fighting using Majima. Also, Kiryu has some really epic moments, like the last fight against Shibusawa. Kiryu is such... that makes Kiryu go from cool to Giga Chad. It's so good. Oh man, just thinking of the last episode, man. It's all coming back to my head. It's so good. Oh my god, such a good game. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps. That's right, Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew her. Impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer.
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There is no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you was here at the Hasakura temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you said yourself a second ago, my sister was dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground for the Kurain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit and you knew about it. That's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. The night of the crime.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I've been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
But because my sister always does the right thing.
Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I cannot do it again.
You betrayed her. What do you mean by that?
That's why I have to accept I may have found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? Betrayal.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. That was the start of it all. It was the start of her down. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that the Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful.
But I promised I'd help her. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was for revenge on our father.
Revenge? What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter in the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. And the eldest daughter, our mother, was set to inherit it all as the next master. That is the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over the master as the Kurain bill. She took over as the master of Kurain.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother. Do you watch anime? From time to time. Not much lately.
But before long, the credibility of the Kurain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
What's your favorite anime? That's a good question. I'm very torn between Gintama and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Hunter x Hunter is also very good. One of those three, probably. Also Slam Dunk. Oh man, Slam Dunk was so good. It's also up there. Classic choices? Well, there were the animes I grew up with. I'm an 90s kid after all.
After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hasagura Temple?
Yes, that woman my father took as his next wife had already a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
I'm not going to... If you're gonna try to pitch commissions, I strongly advise you against that. I'm not looking for commissions, I already have an artist. Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then.
I do not add chatters to Discord. I do not exchange DMs with chatters.
Having the master seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
I have asked everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. I don't like to go on other places while I'm streaming.
This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the story of the fake clan.
That's what it looks like. Iris, there is just one more thing I want to tell you.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There is still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl Silox. Oh no. Bikini is not the murderer. It's Pearly. The letter was sent by Morgan Fay. Because Pearly has brown hair, even if she channels someone, her hair color doesn't change, only her face and physical appearance. So, when Pearly challenged Dahlia, she looked exactly like Iris. The assassin is Pearly. Oh no. I refuse to believe Pearly is the assassin. But I think it's time for us to talk to Pearly. It has to be. Especially because she said she lost her powers because she committed a terrible sin. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Look at that, they really did make a fire right in the front of a shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Ha, you're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off. I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find what Pearl is hiding. Oh no. I refuse to believe she's the killer. The night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the crime, of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elistox Dim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me.
Oh no.
But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Dog's Nim's room because she was too worried about something else or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you were at the inner temple. You went here, didn't you? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? The next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, you will tell me the whole truth.
Okay.
You went to this place for one simple reason, and that is... No! No, I wanted to press R. I wanted to press R and press E by mistake. We did that last week, like we managed to open this lock. It's Maya's profile, we know this part. It's obvious that you were so worried about what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for the special course. Well, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hasakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all, and that's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing in the inner temple.
Then we are clear on that. You went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left to the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hasakura Temple bell is pretty small though. You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell, huh? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about this, it's the burned letter. Because the burned letter says that it mentions as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. So she had to channel Dahlia. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize this piece of paper.
Where did you?
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
The instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? I know.
As you can see, there is a large portion that has been burnt, but the last section is still legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. Who was it, Pearls? Those spirits. Who was it, Pearls, whose spirit you were supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it. Whose spirit, Pearl? Oh man. It's pretty obvious. Yeah. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was. Oh, I hate to do this. I hate to do this. Because Pearl is going to be the killer. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Was it? That was the name that was in the letter. Just as I suspected. It was Iris. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading these instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed the instructions without a question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions? It was obviously Morgan Fay. Oh no. Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you?
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Alright, Pearls, it's time for you to start telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me, just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say follow these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
Well... She said anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there is no evidence that proves that it was you.
I knew it!
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. How do you know?
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. but you misunderstood some words in this. Some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Ah, no! I'm gonna have to go through all of that again. I right-clicked by mistake. Is there a way to just skip? Rip. It's fine. We're just going to press enter and move. Okay, man. Oh, I can right click to move it faster, huh? But I'm not gonna right click because it can close menus too. The reason you were so worried. Oh, okay, this is the burnt. Okay. Now is Morgan. Or is Dahlia? Oh no, this is Dahlia. Then is Morgan. No, control doesn't do it. You see? I tried. Also shift doesn't do it. It's just enter or right click, but right click can close menus, so it's fine. Morgan. Okay. And the last one is pretty easy. Okay. Because I mean, the only thing that comes to my mind is he said no adult would do a simple mistake like that. It was a child. And I'm pretty sure it's this. Because who else, like, this is like something that a kid do, right? Throw food at the wall. It has to be this, right? Well, if I fail, I'm still not dead. I'm gonna go with this. This is my gut. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades, and bring our vengeance to fruition. Gravely roast. Throw the grave roast. The gravy of the... Oh my god. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among all the others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Dog's Nim on the night of the murder?
Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then.
Would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise? So for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely.
That's kind of a tough word.
Sure, Dog's Nim thought you how to read Gravely and Roast, but she didn't teach you. What she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot of roast. Damn, that was a nightmare. Traffic, nothing moving, and flooded street. Damn.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange.
I
guess I did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
My god. Lost powers.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights of Belle, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia, Hawthorne's spirit?
No, I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time this happens. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, and the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there is one other possibility. It's not very likely though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyways?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
There is only one of each spirit, right?
Yup, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can see a hot chick if she's already taken. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled the spirit before Pearls could. Oh, thank God. Someone else channeled Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said.
No way.
So make sure to follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find more about it. Morgan's letter. Okay, 1 second though. Let me save. Oh, wait. Actually. The night of the crime and Morgan's letter. Phoenix Wright lost case. Phoenix Wright, who lost a case. What is his name, sir? I'm gonna quote you from before because I read the joke. Phoenix wrong. Okay, so I was not crazy. There is two, but let's go with the night of the crime first. Then Morgan's letter.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Kurain, like it said in the letter.
Nice. I see, and then?
Well, it was already past 10 when I got there because of all of the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
Guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyways, then you found yourself trapped in the inner temple.
Yes, when I woke up it was morning and I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. And there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the leather in the incinerator and then I heated up the leftover gravy. And I left off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you...
And let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Lost Morgan's letter.
My mother has gone to a place called Penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. Last month she told me. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There is something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
That dirty old bastard.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture of her in the letter too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken as if someone has already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. Burn letter updated in the court record. Okay, I'm going back to the theory that Bikini is the killer. Thanks, Pearl. You really helped me out. No, wait. How could it... No, it has to be Bikini.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at the innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Godot? Finally figured it out. Have you tried? You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painful. You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Godot? The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Faye isn't coming back. What? You don't know... what you are talking about. How could you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, right? Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sister caught in the worst circumstances. I realized that, but... And you were the only one who was by their side. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. What did I just say, right? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in courtroom once in court. We'll settle everything tomorrow in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man said true?
It will be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Oh my god. February 10th, 9:49 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Okay, let me digest this a little bit, because it's it is just I really freaking hope. I mean, 1 second there. Okay. So what Pearly said before, right? She said the seal was broken, like someone has opened it once before me. So that could be the hint that Pearly is not the killer, but it would be awful if... I mean, no, Pearly cannot be the killer.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be in court.
Then how come she's not in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Oh, it's Edgeworth. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Edgeworth? What is Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You've heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecution is squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. Franziska von Karma, what are you up to?
I know what you're thinking, but Francisca isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else could it be but Godot? Godot? Francisca is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. The Sacred Cavern? Don't you mean that she is... Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trig locks.
See you, mate. Gonna have super late dinner outside. Enjoy your dinner, Josh.
With that head-on assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the logs should be taken care in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon.
Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth.
Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there is no tomorrow.
You don't have to tell me that.
Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden frantic maniac you were yesterday.
It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all of this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger.
Interesting. Maybe you've passed...
1 second. Boom. Permaban.
Maybe you've passed your call on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner.
Thanks. Okay, that was pretty endearing. Like, the fact that Edgeworth called us partner there, it's a very big show of trust. It really shows trust. Why I cannot... What? Is my layout broken? What happened? I couldn't see my levels. What? Now I can see my levels again. That's weird. Okay. I still don't have the answer for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Doxnim. No, I mean Misty Faye. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. And what that woman is really after. I will solve all of them and bring this whole tragedy to an end. February 10th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 7. I'm so nervous for this case. I'm so nervous for this case. Oh, our old friend Judge is back. The friendly neighborhood judge. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hasakura Temple. Your Honor? What are you... Who, me? Well, my little brother came to visit in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in front of him. I'll be standing in for him. I see, Your Honor. So they are brothers, that explains a lot. Wait, but the other judge speaks like a Canadian. My poor brother, he looked like a bit pale. Not to mention, sad that he couldn't be here.
It's impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us.
Yeah, maybe he developed an accent abroad, who knows? Yeah, who knows about that?
This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And why we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Godot. I understood exactly what you said, At least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this map.
So you mean... forget it. What do you mean?
During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hasakura Temple has a confession to make.
Confession? The defendant?
Iris, why didn't she discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Upon meeting a beautiful lady, I always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I'm but a simple nun undergoing training at Hasakura Temple.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to?
Yes, but first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. It's alright, what is it? Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Elise Toxnim?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up. After the murder took place, after her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried to the Hasakura Temple, where I desecrated it.
What? Order in the court. Witness, are you saying that you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct. "3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. Oh no. I have a very bad feeling about this. I have a very freaking bad feeling about this. Ha! Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. Sorry, my medicine fell. 1 second. It just happens to be that in this case is to murder. Isn't that right? That Godot. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie. Iris' testimony crumpled up and shoved into a pocket. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Iris was covering up for someone. Oh man, if she's going to say Maya. She's going to say Maya. Where is it? Well, she's gonna say Maya because of the thing written in the lantern. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle or a life jacket. I've been at Hasakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hasakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of Kurein tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, and that's why I would dirt myself if I need to be. To protect her, the daughter of the master of the Kurein channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey.
I knew it. Huh? Wake up and smell the coffee, Wright. She's naming Maya? Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer.
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous. Maya could never... The defense will refrain from commenting up until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case could wind up going in this direction. The real murderer.
I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mr. Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can blame her for it.
So it was in self-defense.
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Is that right? Not bad. You got the instincts of a true criminal. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night, and that the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted to it. Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. The real murderer. Okay, let's save. Okay. So, I'm gonna press on every statement because I haven't been warned about not pressing too much, so let's try it. Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You started yesterday on that the night of the murder you didn't go to the inner temple. Did she say now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean too much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go? I was in the inner temple training hall. A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony. That would be properly described as her hearsay. What do you have to say, witness?
I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
Ah?
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you, that I saw her commit murder.
There. We all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor,
You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean Miss Faye.
Yes, it was truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time?
Um,
Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was just frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak in such a shock.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear. This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute. What happened after that?
While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved to deliver the fatal strike.
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
A dagger, huh? Annelisto's Nim tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce. Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy? Do you have a problem with this Irish testimony? There is one thing, actually. Yeah, that word is hard for native English speakers too. Yeah. People don't even agree on it. Yeah, I bet. It's a very hard word. Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness testimony. You do. But this witness is your own client. Yes, well, nevertheless. Some say Worcestershire? Nah. Some say Worcestershire? Booster. What? How is it written again? Some say Worcestershire? Nah. How is it written again? That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. War. It has one O, so it has to be war. Not boor or war, or like it cannot have a U sound. It's war. Says Worcestershire. 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 It's not like it or not is not a common pronunciation here. We need to ask a Brit. They will know how to say it, but for now Google Translate will have to do.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. What is Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. It doesn't make sense.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. What? That doesn't make any sense. It's in like half of the letters.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Nah, I refuse. We're gonna call it goo sauce. We're just calling it goo. From now on, it's called goo. Okay, now, let's continue.
She threw her staff staff away and pull a dagger from inside her robe.
Okay, here is where I present the staff. Wait. Let me save. It has to be the staff. Present staff. Sister Iris, there is something strange about your version of the events.
Huh?
Miss Nim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. Back properly now? Welcome back, Bodoka. As you can see, it's a sword. If Alistox Nim really had wanted to kill Maya, she would have needed to use separate. She wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? That was impressive. That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I would have never thought there was a sword hidden in that stuff. But even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarter combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade. Well... Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what is important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. And as long as there is nothing strange about that, there is no problem with her testimony. But there is something strange about this whole testimony. Why would she try to kill Maya, her own daughter? Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point. Very well, Your Honor, the defense will now present evidence to back this argument.
Mr. Wright?
I have another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Alistox Nims would never attempt to take the life of Maya. I'm guessing I have to present her profile, because now we know real name Misty Faye, Maya's mother. But I cannot risk it now, I'm gonna take damage. If I had saved before that, I would have gone with the badge. Alistox Nim would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Alistox Nim. Her real name was Misty Faye.
No, Misty Faye?
Who is Misty Faye? Is she related to? Misty Faye is the master of the Kurain channeling technique. She's also the mother of Maya Fey. Are you serious?
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was Alistox Nim actually the great mystic Misty?
There is no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have been just presented, one, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the two people battling to death were mother and daughter, despite the facts being unbelievable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen there is nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
Yes, what is this little impossible thing?
Ha, you still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. Could you get to your point? I heard this witness confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup this morning coffee.
You are going to ruin your health, my friend.
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it, it's good if you look closely. There appears to be blood on it.
Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
Huh?
The pine tree. This dagger was stuck in the back side of the pine tree. What?
What pine tree? Am I being blind here? I don't see any pine tree. He's talking about the bonsai? What pine tree? It has to be this bonsai. It's the only tree, the rest is bamboo.
When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
It's a bit too big to be bonsai. Yeah, but come on. This is no pine tree. This also you can grow big trees into big bonsai. It may not be common, it may not be practical, but it's the only tree that is not bamboo. Which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning, just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. You just said it was 8, not 13th. Didn't you just say it was your 8 just a few minutes ago? Hey, same brain cell. I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test is performed on it immediately.
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right.
Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately.
Dagger added to the court record.
Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Cute girls never lie, ever.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify once again to this court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so... Let's save.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elite's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive with her back to the stone lantern.
Oh no. Wait a second. This is not Elise. I mean, this is not Misty Faye. No, but it cannot be. Because Morgan Faye is in prison. She cannot be Misty Faye though. Why would her mother want to kill her?
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty disappeared. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. This is so complicated. So, this is the same as before. This is basically the same as before. I want to hear a little bit more about this. You're saying that Maya Fey turned the tables on the victim.
Yes. But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger.
I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point is just silly. As they say, a cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
I believe the correct description of a cornered fox is scared and petrified.
Your animal analogies have grown tiresome.
You were the one who started it. Anyway, so after Maya Fey backed the victim into the stone lantern, what happened next?
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise.
Are you absolutely certain of what you saw?
Yes, I'm almost certain.
Almost?
The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who.
What did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
We know that Maya Fey was at the inner temple that night, and that the woman who was killed was Elise Stock's Nim. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who?
I don't have any counter to that. Well done, witness. Please continue with your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. The two of them faced each other for a moment. Then Mystic Maya rushed straight into Mystic Elise. Then Mystic Elise doubled over and fell to the ground.
So she was stabbed in the stomach. Wait a second. Stab in the back. After body fell 10 feet. Okay, so this is not... This does not match with the autopsy report. Because if she was stabbed in the back and she's saying she's stabbed in the stomach...
Yes. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
It seems like a reasonable story at first, but there is one thing that is completely impossible. The very idea of Maya stabbing someone, that alone is impossible, which means this faulty testimony must have a contradiction in it somewhere. Yeah, I know where it is. It has to be that one. It has to be here. Because back to the stone lantern, stab Mystic Elise. It has to be here. And the autopsy report. Something about you isn't just right today, Iris.
Huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim could have been stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of your doubts have sprouted from your testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Ha! It is simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and back. You get my drift?
Is that all you have to say?
I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind.
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful stuff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims that the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There certainly are some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you are just being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean?
There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee, but to pick out each one requires a total concentration and use all of the senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself.
The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that garden was dark, she couldn't see clearly. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light.
Light?
By the way, did you know Hasakura has a rule on nights when an acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit.
I did wonder that stone lantern was there for. Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally yes, Your Honor, but according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime it was impossible to light the stone lantern.
Impossible?
It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in the garden that night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
Motion lightning.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. If that stuff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. This also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. It's that right?
Okay. Guys, it's time to save. Because it's time for me to end the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And I'll see you all tomorrow to continue fighting Millennia. With that said, have a good rest of your day or night. Bye bye.